Dr. Joseph Taup, and today we will be discussing a common foot ailment called heel spur syndrome plantar fasciitis. Heel spur plantar fasciitis is the most common condition most podiatrists see in their practice. The first step out of bed in the morning is painful. If you sit down and get back up and you have pain in your heel, typically the diagnosis is heel spur syndrome plantar fasciitis. The typical question the patient asks, do I have a spur? Here you can see right above my finger a large heel spur. It is an extra bone formation. This surgically does not need to be removed to resolve this painful condition. Again, see the picture of a heel spur just above my finger. Heel spur plantar fasciitis is a condition that most of the time does not need surgical intervention. Over 90% of the time, the patient will get better. So what is the treatment? There's 3 treatment modalities we typically use on a first visit. Injection of cortisone, and normally when we use a cortisone injection, we use a 30 gauge needle, so the injection is minimally painful. When we give an injection, we also use a foot strapping, which can be very beneficial and helpful, because what it does is it takes the pull or the stretching out of the plantar fascia and relaxes it. Another treatment option initially we'll use is a prescription anti-inflammatories, because usually they're once-a-day dosing, and a lot of times they're easier on the stomach. A third modality we will use is what we call cortisone by mouth, or known as a dose pack. Typically we'll see the patient back 2 weeks later to see how they're doing. We may continue with anti-inflammatories if that's our treatment of choice, or we may administer another injection. Who gets heel spur plantar fasciitis? Typically you'll see this in people who are very active. We will also see this in the average citizen. We will see it commonly in overweight patients, because overweight means overuse. We also use a walking cast kind of as a splint to rest the foot. What is a long-term treatment for heel spur plantar fasciitis? Typically is what we call orthotic therapy. Here's a model of a custom orthotic. This is made from a mold of a patient's foot from a casting, so it's an exact replica of their foot. If we look on this foot model here, you can see actually where the plantar fascia runs. It runs from the insertion of the heel to the ball of the foot, to the metatarsal heads. Just to reiterate, this is a problem that does not normally require surgery, which is a good thing. The bad thing, it doesn't get better overnight. And part of the healing process, the patient has to understand what's going on and what activities will aggravate it and which activities will not aggravate, and what sports-related activities they can do that will not inflame or continue to aggravate this condition. If you have any further questions or need assistance, please do not hesitate to contact us through our website or our office number. We'd be more than happy to answer your questions or make an appointment. Thank you, and I hope you found this educational and helpful for your foot ailments.